Well, there is a new villain in the world of wrestling, the progressive liberal. He calls Donald Trump a con man, praises Hillary Clinton, insults his audiences, and is among the most hated men in the professional wrestling circuit. Dan Richards joins us now via Skype. Dan, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So we are so excited to talk to you. This has been one of the top topics, I think, or something that we've all been talking about for a while at Yahoo Finance. Talk to us, where did this idea come from?
I mean, it's just, it was me bringing, my political views into the wrestling world when politics is more polarizing than it's ever been. So I started, I'm calling it a character, but it's just me turned up. But I started doing this in late 2015, and then in the middle of last year, Deadspin ran a story on my wrestling persona, and I've been doing a lot of interviews like this ever since. I'm happy to be here.
So, Dan, does this mean that most wrestling fans are conservative? I mean, does this really resonate with fans, and how do they react to you?
Well, I didn't start doing it to resonate. Resonate sounds like a positive word, but it's as wrestlers, our job is to create an emotional reaction. And where I wrestle, a lot of the fans are, right-leaning or conservatives, and so they react very adversely to me, especially when I was coming out in a shirt that's just a collage of Hillary Clinton faces. So that alone got a lot of reaction, and you throw a couple of political puns in there, and the rest takes care of itself. They get offended very easy.
Hey, Dan, I got a question. What do the other wrestlers think? Do they in on the joke? Do they get as upset as the audience members, or are they totally cool with it?
It's not a joke. I mean, but everyone knows what the job is at hand, is to entertain a crowd and get them emotionally engaged, and this accomplishes that. So, I mean, I'm sure most of them or a lot of them don't share my political views, but that's fine.
So what are some of the things you say, and what really works, and what's really gets people going, and have you ever gone too far?
I don't know that I've ever gone too far. I mean, before school shootings became, not like they haven't been going on for a long time now. Of course, nothing's been done, which is really sad. But, I remember, I think in early 2016, talking about taking away everyone's guns. And, I had a guy pull his piece out or brandish it to me. And I've had threats of gun violence. But I don't think that's me taking it too far. I think that's audience members with poor control, emotional control. So the thing that I think a lot of people misunderstand is what I do. Politics is just a small hook, but at the end of the day, it's me as an outsider coming into these Appalachian towns, and they look at me as a smug outsider who's telling them how to live and how to think, and that's what they take the most offense to. The politics is just a small part.
Dan, before we let you go, I want to get your thoughts on, or you can explain this to us, your signature move. It's called the Liberal Agenda. I think we have some video to show the audience of this. How did you come up with this move?
It's very similar to, I'm not the first wrestler to use a neck breaker as a finishing move. It's just a variation of a neck breaker where I cross the guy's arms in front of him first. But, the name is what hooks people, and, it's another nice political pun.
All right, Dan Richards, thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it.
The Liberal Agenda is the move. That's
Liberal Agenda.
I love that.
Yeah, I know, it's great.